ads will be shown.
Hey guys, we are today talking about the Darman protest, part 3, but this time it's a live stream.
If you've struggled with texture, you'll know that even great makeup sometimes can't hide bad texture.
Hey Darman fan, we're not just telling stories, we're changing lives.
He sees you as dollar signs, not as people.
I've gotten a lot of requests to make a video about Darman. The role of Darman, the YouTube sensation who has kept...
Well, camera ready to set.
Darman protest actors are out protesting Darman. One of them with a knife talking about Darman.
Hi guys, Jazz and Nicolette here. If you're watching this video, you might know my work from Darman Studios. There are protests going on at Darman, and I wanted to speak on my experience with Darman. When I first started Darman, it was such a positive experience. I met so many great people, including the crew, the directors, and other actors. I call some of those people my close friends now. But there was an incident that occurred while I was doing a TikTok video with Darman himself. And this is a very scary thing to talk about, and it's a very emotional one for me, so I'm going to try to get through it without crying. But this is what happened, and I think people should know. I was doing a TikTok video with Dar, and it was around Halloween time, so he was supposed to be chasing me with a weapon. And there was a security guard on set, and Dar was asking, what weapon should I use? I was assuming that it was going to be not real weapon, prop weapon. We have prop guns, we have prop knives, we have prop weapons on set. There should never be real weapons on set. But he turns to the security guard gives him a real knife and points the knife at me. And I immediately was shocked and paralyzed, didn't know what to do. I felt so unsafe that there was a knife being pointed at me to do a TikTok video. And this is Dar himself. I said I was unsafe. I had to reiterate that I felt unsafe doing this. Him pointing a knife at me to do this little skit for TikTok. And finally, the director of the shoot said, we don't have to use a real knife, we can use the spatula. I then proceeded to run out of the studio crying. I had a complete meltdown. And then I got a call from the head of production. And I said basically everything that happened. I felt really unsafe. He said that he apologized he did apologize to me and said that the action that he will take was to make sure there's assistant directors on those types of productions. And that I actually asked to talk to Dar because Dar was the one holding the knife. And he said that wasn't possible, but that he could get assistant directors on those productions. So then I proceeded to turn down work for about 3 months because I was so afraid to step into the studio. But then I eventually went because, again, the head of the production told me that there was going to be assistant directors on TikTok videos. I then went back. There was no assistant directors on TikTok video productions. There was only one director and a few actors, and that was just really unacceptable. something like that happening, and they told me that there was going to be change, and the change wasn't regulated and it wasn't enforced, and it really changed how I view Darman. And for that, I stand with the actors. I stand still protesting Darman. And thank you for watching this video. It was really hard to get through. I'm sorry if I seemed emotional, because it is a very emotional thing. Set is my safe place and always has been. It's the one place that I feel like I can be myself, and that was taken away from me. So I stand with the actors. I protest Darman. Thank you.
Wow, what the heck is going on? Hey, Colin A. Borden here. I don't normally like to do serious things anywhere, but especially here on social media, because I think it's a rather this sort of thing. And as an actor, a writer, director, I just think of myself as an entertainer, and I like to do entertaining things, even if that's me pretending to think that I'm going to die because I ate unwashed peppers. But now I am going to talk about something a little serious because, you know, if you've been following my page or other people's pages from the show that I'm on, you probably know that some stuff is going down. So I want to give a little bit of an explanation about it. Essentially, as an actor at Darman Studios, I am just a contract player. I have no employment there. I am just sort of called every now and then, as are all the other actors. And it just is not sustainable. And there are a lot of issues at hand here, but one of the main issues is that not a single actor that works at Darman Studios can afford rent. This is a show that has millions of views across multiple social media platforms. Videos are shot, edited, posted, repackaged as new videos, reposted in other places over and over and over and over and over again, racking in millions of views, ad revenue, all this sort of stuff. The studio has continued to expand for some time, my entire tenure there. When I first started, we shot everything, as I've told you guys on lives and things like that. We shot everything in an apartment building downtown, in an apartment, not even the building. Occasionally we would go to the garage of that building, but it was really just all in one apartment. And now there are 3 sound stages in Burbank, but things haven't really gotten better for us. And again, I don't want to go into specifics because it's kind of a big thing and it's really just between us. But I think that people should be aware of why we are protesting, why we are out there right now. We've been talking to a lot of actors. It's the same, everybody feels the same across the board. The trouble is, there's a culture at the studio of if you talk, you're out. So we decided to come together as a group and talk collectively with our boss, Darman. We sent a letter to him, a hard copy and an email. The email was CC'd to the head of production as well, so that we made sure that Dar got it, but it was addressed to Dar. It was delivered to Dar. That letter was forwarded to the HR department, which we are not employees of Darman Studios, we are contract players. So exactly what we have to do with HR, we're not entirely sure, but it was forwarded over there. We were contacted, said we could have a meeting to discuss our issues. That meeting was pushed several times, changed on us. When we finally got to the meeting, we had reiterated that we wanted it to be with Dar. Dar was not there. And we said, well, we are not going to have the meeting until Dar is here. You guys can be here, the head of production, the head of HR. That's great. We'd love for you to be there too, so everybody's on the same page. But our meeting is with our boss, the person who signs our contracts, Darman. Thank you very much. Please get back to us with a time for the next meeting by next Tuesday. Just a time for meeting, not necessarily the next meeting, but by Tuesday. We said this in person. We reiterated it a few minutes later via an email. We checked back in following a couple days, reiterating again, we would like to speak specifically with Dar. This is what the meeting is about. This is our boss. This is who we want to talk to. End of the week comes and goes. We learned Saturday there will not be a meeting. Meanwhile, a lot of other stuff has happened at the studio. Some not great stuff. Whether it's connected or not, we don't know because no one's talking to us. So that's why we're here right now, because all we wanted to do was sit down and have a conversation with our boss. That didn't happen. We were told explicitly that there will not be any meetings and that any issues that we have can be written down and forwarded to HR. And that's just not acceptable. So that's where we are right now. The work that I personally have done at Darman, I'm incredibly proud of. I've built an incredible community over there of co-workers and fans. There's no denying that Darman is in my obituary, whether I go tomorrow or in 50 years or whatever. It's done. I've loved my time at Darman, and so much of that has to do with people like you who are watching this little video right now. So thank you to you. Thank you for being a supporting fan. Thank you for just watching. Thank you for just being a part of the community that we've built. The goal is to keep going to work, to have a conversation with Dar, and to keep working at Darman Studios with the people that I love, doing the work that I love. We'll see. Thank you. Sincerely, thank you very much for all the time and support.
This is Rachel. Rachel is a science teacher, and she is fed up. This is Ryan.
You should have thought of that before you decided to cheat off of Frankie's test. The only pass you're getting, young man,
to set. I'm expected to learn my lines and have them memorized and work through that. That's hours of work that happens outside of the studio, on top of recognitions. Because obviously, when we see you guys out in public, we would love to take a picture. We would love to say hi.
Yep.
And so that's a continuation. Of needing to pay for those hours of time that we are, because we are part of that brand.
Occasionally, we have stopped working with actors. This is typically due to conduct complaints from fellow actors, complaints from minor actors, parents, complaints from crew members or actors displaying unprofessionalism.
In some cases, we have had actors that have been directly fired from projects, like straight up let go. But at this point, all of us are not getting called in anymore after having had loyalty for so long. So
that have been protesting, they have not reached an agreement. Most of the negative comments from the videos that I recently saw have been deleted, or they're probably banning certain phrases.
You know how you know that a company is most likely guilty of everything that you've accused them of is when they deflect and protect, as opposed to
Oh, I can't breathe. You actually thought that I had $10,000.
Compensation. We believe we pay our actors competitively compared to our peers. Our rate.
It's so concerning that she felt like her life was at risk over a TikTok video she claimed she had to do at Darman's.
Reiterate that I felt unsafe doing this. Him pointing a knife at me.
Hey guys, so
Wow, what the heck is going on? Hey, Colin A. Borden here. I don't normally like to do serious.
so this is
I buy the same products you do, only I get them much cheaper. I save hundreds of dollars a month by doing this one simple trick.
Darman finally responded directly to the actors who have been protesting against him, but it's still not what the actors were hoping for. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about here, here's some details of the whole situation before I get into Darman's actual response. So one actor, Colin A. Borden, he made a statement in a TikTok video claiming that not a single actor that works at Darman Studios can afford rent.
Not a single actor that works at Darman Studios can afford rent.
Colin A. Borden is part of the whole hashtag protest Darman movement, and it's gained a whole lot of attention across social media for questioning the business practices of Darman and the workplace culture at his studio.
If you don't respect us, like, we're gonna show us, and we're gonna show you that we mean business.
Darman is a successful entrepreneur who has built an empire on moral videos, and he does this all with the help of the regular actors that are featured in the videos. Actors protested their wages, claiming that they were unable to meet with Darman despite attempting to bring their issues to him directly.
We asked for a meeting with Dar because we were unhappy with the way we were being treated here at Darman Studios. Ultimately, we were told we would not get that meeting.
While there were some regular actors, such as Catherine Norland, who shared positive experience with Darman Studios, there are many other actors who continue to protest. Darman eventually, though, responded to the protest in a full Instagram post on February 14th, 2023. He stated that the protesters' desire to meet with him personally was never actually communicated. He also refuted the allegations of low wages, calling them 100% not true, and claimed that his studio currently pays between $33 to $44 per hour for speaking roles. Darman also made allegations against some of the protesting actors, stating that the hashtag protest Darman movement is filled with a whole lot of misinformation. While acknowledging the need for improvement, Darman himself wrote on Instagram that he was taking steps to stop the spread of misinformation and coming up with ways to improve the studio, such as implementing a more efficient booking system, as well as stronger communication and more consistent hours and pay. And despite all this conflict, Darman is going to continue with his mission to spread positivity. While he seems to be kind of patching things up a little bit, it remains to be seen whether or not his response is going to be enough to fully satisfy the concerns of the actors as well as fans who are curious about how's this whole thing going to go down. Follow me here on FTD News for more videos like this. Boom.
Who in tarnation have you brought into my home?
Mom, this is Penelope, the girl I'm gonna marry.
Nice to meet you. You want to marry her? What about Destiny? She's so...
Hey guys, so I'm with my favorite Darman actor, Carlos.
Oh, stop it.
And
You
I was
are
just
my
thinking, are
favorite.
there any other...
That's fucked up. What do you mean your favorite Darman actor? Hello?
Yeah, hey guys.
Hey guys, so I'm with my favorite Darman actor, Carlos.
Oh, stop it.
And
You
I was
are
just
my
thinking,
favorite.
are there any other...
That's fucked up. What do you mean your favorite Darman actor? Hello?
Hey guys, so I'm with my favorite Darman actor, Carlos.
Oh, stop it.
And
You
I was
are
just
my
thinking,
favorite.
are there any other...
That's fucked up. What do you mean your favorite Darman actor? Hello?
Hey guys, so I'm with my...
So guys, we have went, I think, for almost all the YouTube ones on YouTube specifically. But now, guys, I'm gonna say a couple things about this myself. That Darman should have been paying its actors some more money than just a couple pennies an hour, whatever it was. But of course, Starman, being the multi-million-dollar enthusiast that he actually is, he disclaimed on that one. He said that I'll try to find it for you guys. Look it up. Move it over here. Darman protest actors are outside Darman studios protesting Darman. Darman movement.
Probably getting a lot of hate from the protesters or the fans who feel for them. And I do feel for them, but I can't be a party to the things that they're saying because that's just not true to my experience.
Hey guys, I'm just setting up Twitter quickly here. Let me just finish up saying this and then I'll come back and talk to you guys. But actually, you know what? So I know no one's be watching this right now. If I'm looking here. Alright, so I guess I can put another video up for you guys. I don't know why, but I can. Alright, so to 2500. Here we go.
Do feel for them, but I can't be a party to the things that they're saying because that's just not true to my experience. So I cannot stay silent and watch this studio, this beautiful platform that has made a difference for so many people, get thrown under the bus and have everyone assuming that we all feel that way because we don't. I don't, and many actors don't. I started within the first couple of months of Darman starting his channel and doing these videos, and I have been there 4.5 years. And as an actor who has been in more videos than any other actor, and I'm not saying this to brag, I'm saying that because being there more has given me more experiences with the cast, with the crew, with Dar, with everybody, which also means I've had many more times to witness how they treat people. And 99% of my experiences on set have been positive ones. I have never had them not pay me. I have never had them not listen to my concerns about safety. They have never not paid me, but if there was ever some kind of an error in a paycheck for whatever reason, I would email and it would be, that only happened like once or twice, but they would immediately rectify it. We get offered a role and it tells us in advance, Darman Studios, how much we will be paid and the number of days we'll be working. And if you decide that's good enough for you, great. But you're not stuck there. You're not under contract. You can go and do another project. If you got a project that pays better, hey, go do that gig. No one would fault you. But we know what we're getting into and what the pay is. It's listed before we even decide to say yes. We know what we're saying yes to. Personally, I feel so blessed that I'm working at a job, doing what I love and that I feel like is part of my purpose. And some of the fans out there, because of the stuff that's being posted right now, are misconstruing what the actors are saying who are protesting when they say that they're not paid a living wage. Some of the fans are thinking we're not even getting minimum wage. And that's just not true. Like I had a friend, she just got a raise of 2 cents. 2 cents. I have coaching clients that get raises of 10 cents, 15 cents, 50 cents. Dar has given me, and I think pretty much the other actors, can't speak for everyone, but I can speak for myself. He has given me a raise every year of several dollars more a year. You know, so I feel like if it's not an unreasonable request, and if it's asked in an appropriate manner, they do it. Darman Studios always pays us promptly. So many actors I've talked to love that. I cannot tell you the number of acting jobs that I have done where you're waiting 2 weeks and 3 weeks and 4 weeks and 5 weeks and a month and 2 months for your paycheck. And then you're having a production to get your paid. And here's the deal, we're paid within 2 and 3 days after the production wraps. Now, that is unheard of. Completely. From all the sets I've been from the bottom of my heart, think that Darman Studios is a great place to work. And I am not being paid to say this. The studio, not even Darman, knows that I'm making this video. My point of view, I've seen kindness and generosity. I see them putting out these beautiful messages. This is my experience. Most of you have already heard the other side from the actors who aren't happy. I think there's so many speaking up for that, and I don't see anyone speaking up in favor for Dar in the studio, and I think it's because it's scary. It's scary to have your voice out there that goes contrary to the louder voices you're hearing. I've been thinking about doing this video for days, but honestly, I was too chicken. I was too chicken to be like, oh, the other actors are gonna hate me now. But when I've been seeing what they've been putting out, it was just grieving me. I've been sitting here weeping. So upset about this whole situation, just so grieved and tormented inside. Me seeing these accusations, and some of them are speculations and that are being put forth, and I feel like it is my duty to share my positive experiences. And I know I am not the only one who's had positive experiences, because there are hundreds of actors who work there who have positive experiences. Look at IMDb, you see the actors list. You'll see hundreds of actors that he has given opportunities to act on these shows. He's given so many new actors a start. He has helped so many existing actors with regular work and more followers, and we are not locked in there. We don't have to be there. We get the opportunity. We're not under contract. We're not stuck. We can go anywhere else to work if we don't like it. We have liberty to go out and do any other project for any amount of pay that we can get. And if we don't like the terms, we don't have to take every production they offer us. I've said no to many productions that Darman has sent me. I've been traveling or I've been doing something else. A couple of scripts I didn't like. I was like, I don't like the script. I'm not going to do it. But we're not penalized for that. You know, there are many actors you don't see at the protest who are still continuing to work who don't feel that way. And I don't think I'm in the minority. There's something called the silent majority. And they aren't talking about it. But listen, if it was as bad as some of these people are saying it is, if it was really that bad and the general consensus was this is a horrible, wretched place to work, then the actors wouldn't still be showing up. However, someone's negative experience does not cancel out the many and dozens of us who have had positive experiences. I know even the actors picketing have gotten dozens of messages from fans saying how these shows have profoundly affected their life. I got a message from a gal that one of these videos that I was in about the boy that was about to jump off the bridge, husband's suicide is a silent bullying. She watched that video. It popped up on her phone when she was about to commit suicide, and she didn't because of that video. So this channel has inspired hope in so many people.
So I guess anyone else wants to commit suicide, please don't, I guess, according to this video here. So guys, sorry that this lesson's going over a lot. So this lesson is gonna be at least an hour and a half long. Darman protest on actors. Darman movement. Darman movement. Hey guys, so the Darman movement. Darman protest on actors. Period.
All right, let's talk Darman. I've been getting a lot of messages from many of you about where I stand in the whole Darman protest and about Darman in general. I stand with the actors, and here's why. I started with Darman 4 to 5 years ago, as many of you know, with a small crew, working out of an apartment, shooting videos, and it was an opportunity for me to act, and I was grateful for that. It was a cool gig, and I loved that. And at the same time, there was promises made about how if the company grew, we as actors would grow with them, which if any boss tells you that, that's amazing. I mean, who wouldn't want to stand behind that and behind that kind of a vision and be loyal and respectful towards that, right? Fast forward to now, the loyalty and respect that we had provided him and his brand has not been reciprocated. And it's unfair. It's unfair to treat the people who have helped you build such a huge brand with such disrespect. And I don't stand by that. I do understand that it's a business, right? And you might have to change things around. It's a business, so there might be changes that have to be made. I get that. But it's the lack of communication regarding that. All we were asking for is a meeting, a simple meeting to just sit down and hear both sides out and find a better solution to move forward. That hasn't happened. There were many attempts to get a meeting, but they were all denied, which is why this protest began in the first place. Now, I don't wish Darman any harm at all. I just wish he had heard us from the beginning.
Doorman protest on actors. The doorman protest on actors about fair pay. Hi guys, we're actually gonna keep going with this live stream for a lot longer. Actually, we're gonna keep going. If anybody wants to, I know this live stream is gonna be going for a lot longer. Cause I'm gonna be trying to find more information about the doorman protest for you guys. Doorman protest on actors about fair pay. Doorman movement. Alright guys, so this was originally a lot shorter, about like 10-20 minutes, whatever it was gonna be, but then the Darwin protest and things like that I wanted to show you guys, and this is actually part 4 on this, because I did part 3 a few minutes before I did this live stream, and then this is part 4 of this. And then part 5 will be coming out sometime next week on this as well, with some more information. I'm hoping this has to be the last video on this, but if anyone in the comment section knows him, write down in the comment section. If anyone wants to put something in the comment section about this too, please do. I've been looking into it more and more and more every single day. But as of now, this will be the end of the live stream. Thank you so much for watching today's live. Peace. Bye. Sorry guys, we're actually ending now. Alright, peace, bye.